Well, hello, and once again, hello. Let's do this for us. We back. No,
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoop.
um, it's something we um haven't done for a while, isn't it? Seems to
Yeah,
be
it's
every
been a
single
couple of
time.
weeks.
Yeah. I think it's really difficult this time of year. Like when it warms up, I think people are going holidays or other things. My
Yeah,
son is on holidays actually. He's gonna be for a week of holidays as a half
shit.
term. So it's like different schedule and everything like that. And
hmm
how about you? You were your warm Canadian land is doing well.
yeah, I mean, like you said, summertime is harder for sure, and I
Mm,
mean, especially with work and things, like it's harder. It's just harder to get together every Sunday consistently.
yeah.
Um, yeah, for many different reasons, but yeah, it's been nice out now. So, I don't know if I was talking about it before, but the tobacco plants are going
Yeah.
growing very well. I go to
Oh
do some
wow.
replanting with my friend on Wednesday. They're
Wow.
about he said that they're about 6 inches high right now, and we
Wow.
had
Wow.
enormous success with the seeds.
Wow.
Even
Wow.
stuff that we replanted and we didn't know if it would take,
Mm.
because they were really spindly. Even those ones are growing very well now, apparently. So we have a ton of tobacco plants that we're in the process of growing, which I'm super excited about.
So now you're gonna have a forest of tomato. Oh, tobacco,
I know
tomato, whatever.
it's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to experiment. Like the thing with this is we have such a variety. Like we have such a huge amount. We're gonna leave some to grow wild at the shop that this guy and my buddy owns. We're gonna put
Mm.
some out in the back and let it grow wild so we can harvest some more seeds from them. And
Ah.
then we're gonna have some each. He's gonna take some. I'm gonna take some. He's got a friend in Saskatchewan that works at a university
Wow.
on like a indigenous lands. So we're gonna send some
Oof.
tobacco to them.
Nice.
We're probably going to try to use some of that tobacco here for our indigenous members at our union. I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet, but I'm going to start having conversations with the elder that we have at our union to
Mm.
see maybe there's some sort of ceremony we can do, and I can present some of this tobacco. So there's going to be a lot to kind of do a variety of things with, and I'm looking forward to like making some type pipe tobacco, trying to age and flavor some tobacco for my pipe smoking. It's going to be exciting.
Can't believe you're doing that. You
Yep.
grow vegetables, not tobacco plant, man. Come on.
Oh, hey, man, tobacco.
Tobacco, tobacco.
hmm
So
Gotta have it.
does it grow tall? Like for example, like a corn? How tall does it go? Does it go?
I mean, it depends on the variety, but generally you can get as high as kind of like 6 feet,
Oh.
per plant. So, but again, it really depends on the variety. Really depends on the
Um.
season, your growing cycle. We'll see how high they grow here because obviously our
Mhm.
summer is much shorter in Manitoba. So I don't know what kind of heights we're gonna get, but believe me, I'll be taking photos and sending them your way.
Oh, interesting. Now I'm looking forward to see. So how many months do you think summer lasts in Manitoba? Does it like really cut off in September? Is it September is dead? No
I
more?
mean, generally, yeah. So I mean, our May long weekend was last weekend for us, and
Mm.
that's about the time that people start planting outside in gardens, right? And then when you're looking at like the first snowfall,
Uh,
9 times out of 10 is on Halloween. So I would say end of September is what you're
uh,
kind of looking at, before things start to really cool down. But
okay.
again, that depends on the year. Depends. I mean, this year we had snow fucking after my birthday at the end of April. We had 2 days where there was snow on the ground, which is that's unheard of,
Mm.
so but it really
Where,
depends.
where is, oh no, I can't find it now. Where is it? Where? It doesn't matter. I can't find it. Where was this? Oh, media things. There's this thing. There.
uh, is that all on StreamYard, that stuff?
Yeah, of course,
That's
man.
hilarious.
Yeah. Anyway, on a serious note, let's let shit on Daredevil TV show. Come on,
I
come on.
mean, if you're gonna shit on it, you're on your own.
Okay, because surely that does it not still gripe you the idea of the show is not really a Daredevil born again, it's Kingpin born again once
Yeah,
again.
no, I mean, but I think we've talked about it in the past. Like, I
Yeah.
don't care about that stuff. Yeah, I would prefer that they would do some of those stories, but I mean, by this point, we all know that they're not going to do the comics. So, yes,
Yeah.
it's mildly disappointing. But the thing is, what they presented,
Yeah.
honestly, I can't, like, there was some absolute dog shit episodes, 100%. It's really rough. And there was episodes like that bank heist episode was
Mhm.
fucking horrible.
Yeah.
It progressed. Man, I fucking loved that last episode. That last episode was intense to say the least. Like
Yeah.
maybe the very, very end I wasn't as crazy about, but
Yeah. I
again,
thought they chickened
it's
out right at the
yeah,
end.
I mean we're watching a show where they want to do another season. So of course they're gonna start leading and giving you teasers. Like again, all of that stuff aside, the
Mhm.
fucking episode was when Kingpin, you watched the episode, right?
Yeah. I've watched
When
everything.
he
So I'm
comes
done.
barreling out of that fucking courtroom and
Mhm.
he's down the hallway and he's fucking those, man, that was fucking fantastic. I loved that shit. That was full on Kingpin mode. It was amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed it, I will say.
No, all that stuff great. I do understand everything. I was not aware, or maybe I wasn't following something, but I wasn't aware that they're doing another season. I thought they kind of like gonna done with it, to be honest. But then the
Mhm.
way it ended, and I will be and my husband looked at each other, was like, huh? Because Kingpin
Yeah,
is
yeah.
having this joy, and it's like, why do you give him? Like, I don't understand the purpose of him going on the beach and then Daredevil sitting in in a cell. I was like, that's supposed to be opposite, right? But because he's the
Yep.
one murdered right, left, and center, because like you say, that their favorite scene of yours, which is
Yep.
great. I mean, as Kingpin has been on the pedestal from the beginning of from this show, so he is, and I do love Vincent D'Onofrio. I mean, he is fantastic as an actor. He's great as a Kingpin. The way he's that the immenseness, the big, like the way what they're doing to him, whatever costume he was wearing. Because if you see him in interviews, he's kind of now skinny in a way. So he's really like watching his figure and stuff like that. But the way they actually make him like so laboriously big, and I don't know what the heck they're doing to that, but it's
Mhm.
impressive, right? It really is impressive. And that scene you're talking about also is like, oh my god, why people would run towards that kind of guy, because you clearly see what he can do, right? One swing at somebody, I know exactly where my end will be if I'm going to run towards it. So, and then the end, I mean, yes, if it's new season coming up, it makes perfectly good sense to see whatever his alternative idea the devil wanted to do in order to be in a Chucky first, or how English say the docks. I don't know what's going to happen afterwards, but he was like that smirk on his face. That was quite a good ending, right? But I was
Mhm.
just like, I don't know why, what's going on there, what's the intent? Because I don't think they have disclosed properly, or maybe I misunderstood something, because I didn't understand why he wanted to be in a jail in the first place. Do you know what I mean? Ooh,
Yeah.
hello,
Hello, Donald Rex.
hello, Donald. So, what do you think?
I mean, they're going to go into the Malieve stuff now, right? I imagine the Bendis
Yeah,
Malieve stuff where Daredevil's
yeah.
in jail, right? And as
Mm,
far as like Kingpin being on a beach, like come on, that's the subtext of the whole show, how power works and how power
yes.
doesn't have to be,
Yeah.
there's no repercussions for power.
Mm,
There's repercussions for the rest of us, but there
true.
isn't for people in power, even if they are
Yeah.
fucking horrible human beings, right? So,
True,
I
true.
mean, that part of the ending was satisfactory enough. But
Yeah.
as far as him being in jail, I'm just guessing that they're going to be dealing with that storyline, which will be interesting as well too. And
I've
fuck
never
me,
read it.
man, when Daredevil, when Matt Murdock told everybody in the courtroom that he was Daredevil,
That
as
was
it was
fun.
leading up, I was like, oh shit, they're
Yeah.
gonna do it. And Alicia's like, they're gonna do what? They're gonna do. I'm like, just watch. Holy shit, I can't believe they're gonna do this. This is amazing. I was starting to get a bit giddy. So
Yeah.
I gotta say, like for a show that again had some dog shit episodes,
Yes.
overall I was pretty impressed. Like I feel
Yeah.
like it got better as it went on. And again, like I've said 10 million times, the fucking Kingpin story in those shows is way more interesting to me than the
Yes.
Daredevil one. It's way more engaging. It's way more interesting seeing his journey. Like this was Kingpin born again, is what it was. Instead of Daredevil born again, it was
Yes.
Kingpin born again,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's for sure. And the funny thing is, the Karen situation. We had this joke. Me and my husband's like, oh, Karen, why, Karen, please stop
Yeah,
doing that, Karen.
yeah,
And we were just shouting at the screen. It was hilarious,
yeah,
actually, because I honestly, like people are having as a joke as a Karen thing, and the Karen did that. He actually kind of screams at you in TV show.
yeah.
You can't help but say
Right.
like, "Oh, Karen, stop it."
Yeah, right. I never thought of that. That's hilarious because Karen was probably our least favorite character in that show this
Yeah,
season. Like she was
yeah.
really,
She
I
wasn't
don't know what was
written.
going on with that, but something wasn't right about her character.
Yeah, her character was written really kind of like half-heartedly, let's say this way. She wasn't needed really. She was there like as a kind of like, okay, a distraction from the main plot line. I mean, that the courtroom situation with her being in, like part of vigilante, I guess that's what served the biggest part for her.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
So and it's funny the way her face was also, because she was like absolutely like smacked, like, no, you're not gonna do that in front of everybody. And he's just like he's just like, yeah, I am the, and he just like whacked that thing of his in the courtroom. That was funny. So yeah, it was
hmm,
cool. I would say it just, I don't know, it doesn't gripe me that happens. I know it is gonna happen, that you're not gonna be fully satisfied with everything. I just
yeah,
sometimes I feel like you can do more. You're
yeah,
already doing it. You have great platform, right? But
hmm,
it's just like, I don't know, whatever.
yeah,
I guess I at the end of the day, it's still a watchable show, right?
hmm.
Those couple of episodes, like we say, which were really like a pain to watch. There was a point where we almost wanted to like switch it off, and that's rare.
I was done. Honestly, I was done after that bank heist episode.
Yeah.
I turned to my wife. I'm like, "Fuck this show. I can't watch any more of this." And then I think it was quite a few weeks until we picked it up again. I think we then had like 3 episodes maybe to catch up on because we just
Oh.
abandoned it because I was just so like that was a struggle to watch that episode. It was so
Hmm.
fucking poorly written, and everything about it was just
Yeah.
excruciating. It was a challenge just to sit there for, I don't know, 42 minutes or however long the episode was.
Yeah, I'm watching another show which I'm trying to get the name properly. Yeah, For All Mankind. So this is another
Mm.
thing now. It's been out for a long time. It started in 2019 before COVID. They got a really huge break for the show because of COVID happening, so they didn't film, I presume. But it's a new Apple TV show for us. But as I say, it's been out for a while. It's a space show. It's NASA related. What would happen if Russians landed first, not Americans, and in consequence in stores after. Honestly,
Oh yeah, okay.
the slew of actors in there, the amount of, I don't know, like sometimes also questionable episodes, but honestly, so far I think we are in season 2 only, and it's really good. And we like look forward to watch TV show. Like me and my husband, like, oh, are we gonna watch it? Are we gonna watch it? Are we gonna like that? Like almost like a children watch TV show. So it's actually quite good. So if you care about space whatsoever, or the
Yeah, no,
NASA,
I do.
because
I
what
just
they do is flirt between real facts
mhm.
and they whatever they make up afterwards. So there's lots of like real footages happening, like like NASA first like moon landing. It's almost factual to a point, but then they kind of flip the page because Russians land first and Nixon goes absolutely maniac and he's like, what the heck is going on here? We're supposed to be the first, and they were like kind of fighting between Russians in that kind of like space race kind of thing situation. And what would happen afterwards because we haven't landed, and how technology would have moved forward so much quicker. So it's kind of interesting to
Mm,
see space station and moon, like proper ones. And it's just like, it's interesting. And there's a very good characters build up. They give them the characters to build up really well. There is this wife we hated the most in the show. You probably will see of the main space guy. He's called Ed Baldwin, and his wife is absolutely like, we didn't really like her as an actress. First, like, no, actress is, she's great, but her character wasn't written towards you liking her the first place. But then slowly you kind of like build to her, and you're like, oh, actually she's actually a really good person. So it's kind of like that kind of build. But I really like it. I don't know, it's just,
mhm,
I can't say much because there's literal facts happen beforehand, so you kind of know half of the show. But then what happens afterwards, it's kind of intriguing, and see how the
mhm.
space race works and who is involved. They also have a problem with people being gay and FBI targeting them because if Russians will find it, then they're gonna interrogate them, blah blah blah, spill the beans and all that kind of strange paranoia
Right.
and all that stuff. So it's really well built.
Yeah.
And there's another one
That's
Apple TV doing, which is, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be fully into it, but I heard, like, I watched the first episode myself, and it's called a Widow's Bay. So it's kind of paranormal type of things. There's an island somewhere between wherever Americas is going on, and they have this little kind of like city or town, wherever, and there's also things happening because there's a fog and people missing, and there's this history behind that, people being like turned into kind of /zombies / not zombies, or all that kind of stuff, paranoia, and really good actress again. So Apple is really like, give the money to the actors, and then all the TV actors don't have any jobs afterwards, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, right.
Because you get all those like great ones who's doing TV shows these days, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's where the money is, right? So like everybody's doing TV stuff.
Yeah.
We started watching, there's a new spin-off to Yellowstone right now. Dutton Ranch, I think it's called, or something. So we watched the first 3 episodes yesterday, and
really?
Pretty damn good, man. I'm enjoying it so far.
I have not finished the Yellowstone. I'm not sure what happened. I think I lost interest. I don't know why. Something else got my attention. My mom absolutely loves that show, and she keeps on telling me, and she almost, I think, told me all the plot line, which I don't remember anymore, which is good. But she's like, Mom, stop spoiling it to me. And she's like, but I'm not saying anything. It's like, you just told me the whole thing. I probably don't have to watch it anymore. She gets so excited about it. She really likes it.
Yeah.
I think she's really likes because the Beth, not Ditto, that's a musician, Beth, whatever her name, the actress, she's really good.
Right.
She's a Welsh chick or English.
Right. Yeah.
It's like superb. Anyway, you can't tell the difference apparently. Anyway, so she's very keen on that. Okay.
Yeah, it's good. The spin-off is good. Sorry, just a message there. Spin-off is good so far. I haven't watched all of Yellowstone either. I've watched the spin-offs though. I mean, I know the gist of Yellowstone. I've dipped in when my wife has been watching it and watched some episodes, but I didn't watch. She fucking loves Yellowstone. Yellowstone, the episodes I've watched have been good, but honestly, the spin-offs are kind of incredible. Like those 1883 and whatever they are, those two were amazing. Both
I
of those
absolutely loved 1883. I think it was it's more my favorite than it was the Yellowstone. After watching 1883 that's why it was so hard for me to go watch the Yellowstone, because I actually enjoyed it more. It was more towards me and stuff like that. Anyway, shall we talk comics, or shall I show you?
I mean, we may as well. We're here.
Shall I show you something I haven't read, but I got something, a haul. So look, you're gonna be pleased with me.
Yeah, good work.
I have like a couple of pages in, so I can't speak much of it, but yes, it's in my hands finally.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm only what am I here? I'm only like 100 pages in myself, so it's been put by the wayside. I've just seen it on the shelf, and it's reminding me that I've got to dip back into it now.
So
that's good. I'm glad you got it finally.
Legend of Kamui, if people not aware of it.
Yeah.
Volume 3, right?
Volume 3.
They don't say that on a spine.
It's insane, man. Like, I can't believe there's going to be 10 of those things. They're fucking huge.
Well, no, ginormous.
Yeah.
It's good that they are trying to improve it themselves, how they advertise them.
Yep.
They actually in the forthcoming pages, when you flip through them, you have actual saying, like, wait, what is it? That page is really nice.
Yeah.
I think I really like the way they introduce it and stuff like that. So and I think it's interesting the way it looks as well. Anyway,
it's also good that they have the cast of characters in there. Sorry, 1 second. Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She's like waving and she doesn't want to talk.
I muted myself. Okay, you're going to say hello?
Yeah, and then I'm going to the park.
Okay. How was Shama?
Oh, it was good. It was
Yeah.
really good, actually. I
Cool.
thought you were there.
No, I wasn't. I was here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it on the replay.
Yeah, you would have been like, oh yeah, and
She's the best.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So the woman I was interested to see is this
Yeah.
politician from the States. Shama Sawant is her name, and she's an amazing speaker. And yeah, she was a city councilor in like Seattle, Washington, and she was really critical in like getting $15 an hour minimum wage there. The first one of the first places in the States to do it, and it was kind of her and her party, right? So she was speaking at this Canadian thing that I was at, so I was curious. But they have it archived on their YouTube, so I can watch it later.
Cool. And I got this.
Ooh, Redcoat. What's that one?
It's a Jeff Johns Ghost Machine thing. I heard a lot of things about Redcoat, and people are really like properly enjoying this run of Jeff Johns Ghost Machine, and I was like, it's a whopper. I mean, it's Image, right? It's almost bigger. No, it's actually as big as Omnibus, but taller.
Crazy.
And it has 14 issues. And then also add some material from Geiger, because there's a Redcoat, Geiger, some other ones. But I was thinking, well, like if you sample something, some would say, yeah, that's the guy who's been talking about very well about Redcoat. So I acquired this one. It says in the website it's ordered as a pre-order, but it arrived. So I was like, okay, whatever. I was like, I'm gonna wait. Hello, he says to everyone. Hello. So I haven't even opened it yet, but this is like giant. I was so surprised how big it is. So in comparison to my beloved Undertaker, Undertaker is very wide, but it's not as tall. Look at that.
Oh wow! Hey, yeah.
So it's really tall.
Crazy.
And on because I pre-ordered, I also got discount, which is not something you get in this part of the world, but we do. So I was very happy. Anyway, so yeah, it's a giant. So I'll sample. I like Jeff Johns because I've been reading his Green Lanterns runs, and I really enjoy that things. But there's Brian Hitch, which is a very good artist. Oh, she's back. Oh no, you're still. Hello. Wow, she's so big.
I muted myself. Yeah, no,
Stop growing.
She's a giant.
Giant.
Bye.
Growing. Bye. Oh no. He's like, weren't you aware of it, Damien, that it came out?
Yeah.
Probably didn't. No, it's the way I was not, like I was hoping, like it's almost the size of Rick Remendez. What is this guy? Why I'm blanking? The
Black
space
Science.
guy. No,
Drinking.
Fear Agent, yes. So the size of that sheer big ones, but it's much thicker, of course. But those kind of, it's like so big. It's like, it's honestly. So if Image doing that kind of stuff is actually really impressive. I did not think it would be doing that kind of stuff. So it's very impressive.
Crazy.
Anyway, I haven't opened yet, but it's because it just arrived. Black Science also had very nice size.
Yeah, Black Science, Low, same. I think they've all been the same size.
Yeah. Oh, did you see Rick Remender announced a new book?
Oh no, I didn't. What has he got now?
It's something like I don't remember the name, but it's gonna be I think army-based story, I presume. Anyway, look! One thing for
Jan
sure.
Nelson.
Top notch. Yes, there, Hammerfist. That's the name. Thank you, Damon. Yes, so Hammerfist is the new Rick Remender book coming up. I'm not sure when is it gonna come out, but yeah. He has another guy, quite a very good artist, I presume. I don't remember now, but I know the Rick Remender. It's so funny. So yeah. And hello, Dan Nelson. Thanks for tuning.
Can I show you what I got today?
Yes, please.
A door delivery. There's a guy. So because I know these guys in town who buy collections and stuff, I got a message from this guy where he was talking to somebody about a collection, and he had some stuff that I would like in it. So you know what that means? It means things like this, like Milo Manara.
Ooh.
So he was kind enough to kind of coordinate it for me. So I got 2 books of Minaras that are still sealed in plastic. So it's
What?
Catalan Communications.
Oof.
So that's still sealed in the original plastic that it came out in.
Yeah.
And then this one is still sealed in the plastic as well too, which is An Author in Search of 6 Characters. So he
Oof.
gave me a pretty decent deal on it. I think I basically got 2 books for free with the discount that he sort of gave me.
Oh.
I was wondering, I had asked him because he had quite a stack of books, a lot of it that I already had. I was wondering if he was looking to sell the whole bunch because I would have bought them all, but doesn't
No.
sound like he was willing to kind of part with them all.
Mhm.
Another Minara, Gulliver.
Oh wow.
Another Minara,
Sexy
Click
version of
2.
Gulliver.
Exactly,
The,
yeah. So Click 2, which is a collection of shorts. I've got
Mhm.
number 1 of that one, and then
Mhm.
2 other books.
Jeez. I've never
One
seen
is
them like that.
something called Phoebe Zeitgeist, which
Wow.
I've seen the cover before. Michael
Mhm.
O'Donoghue and Frank Springer. And this
Mhm.
is from Ken Pierce Books. I've seen the cover, but I don't know anything about it. And then this one I was super excited about, The Art of Eric Stanton, a real nice thick book. Eric
Mm.
Stanton worked for like some kind of a magazine called Bizarre, which was sort of like a fetish magazine. He did a bunch of covers for pulp paperback,
Mhm.
sort of dirty books. He did
Mm.
paintings, lots of like bondage related stuff. Women,
Mm.
especially women, taking
Mhm.
control of men. Let's just say.
Mhm.
So really fantastic artist. He did some comic strips as well too. So that was delivered to my door, which was pretty great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Delivery, comics delivery. I never heard of that kind of service.
I know it was very nice of the guy. Shout out to Stuart here in town if he does. I don't know if he ends up watching the channel or watching these streams, but shout out to Stuart for helping me out with those things.
So according to Damien, Hammerfist is going to be in 2 months.
Oh, there you go.
So he has a little bit of a break since he's finished it once, and then now he's going to do this one. Although I presume he wouldn't stop. I mean, at the end of the day, that's how he makes money, making comics, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Wouldn't
Especially a guy like that. He makes, I'm sure he does fairly well.
hopefully he still
Mm-hmm.
complains though if you follow in all.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah. Oh, look, all those.
Yeah, you need a Stuart. Yeah, everybody needs a Stuart. I mean, that's the good thing about like the comic guys in town. You know, they're super good guys. They might not be into the same things that I am, but they do at times keep their eyes out for me, which is pretty great.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so did you read a lot?
I read a surprising amount, yes.
Oof. Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't. So you better kickstart this.
Okay.
Okay.
So speaking of guys in TV, I
Mhm.
read The Portable Low Life, which
Oh,
is
what's
Ed
that?
Brubaker's early work.
Really?
Yeah, where he did the writing and the art, I believe, as well too.
No, I
Yeah,
know
by
he
Ed
was an
Brubaker.
artist. I know he was an artist before.
So it's a very it's a very
Oof,
uh
that's not bad at
what the
all.
fuck is his name from Ed the Happy Clown and Louis Riel and Chester
Oh,
Brown. It's a very Chester Brownish type of style. I
mm-hmm.
wouldn't say as sophisticated as Chester Brown, but um there's that kind of vibe to it. So this is a collection of all the stories he did, Low Life. Yeah, I never seen this around either, Damien. This was
Mm-hmm.
something I found in Calgary of all places.
Oh yeah,
I would say that the best story in this one is the last story, which is takes up about half of the book, called A Life of Crime.
mm-hmm.
It's a really cool story. I don't know how much is absolutely true or how much is kind of elaborated on, but he's a main character in this one, and
Dude, I
it's
like that.
it's 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 kind of written like a autobiographical kind of stories. And
Uh-huh.
this one, he's a druggie, and he gets involved in speed, and
Oof.
they're doing crimes so they can buy a bunch of speed so they can become dealers. And
Mm-hmm.
it's how it kind of relates to his life and this guy that he's buddies with. They
Mm-hmm.
actually hold up a place and steal a bunch of computer parts so they can sell them to be able to buy some drugs basically. And then they end up going on these fucking benders It's a wild story. Really, the best part of the whole book. The first couple of stories were really kind of dull. I don't know how early. I don't know if this is his very first stuff, but there's some quality writing in the back for sure, and you can see kind of where he. It's just neat to see him kind of working on his voice for what's going to become his kind of crime stuff, right? But
Yep.
very much a Chester Brown type of look, even to the way he draws himself. It feels like that could be kind of a Chester Brown type of character. So super cool. Not very thick. I don't know where all of these appeared. I have some low life short stories in some anthology that I have, but I don't remember what it's called. Yeah, so not easy to find, but if you do, it's kind of a no-brainer to pick it up just to read his early work.
Well, I knew something like that was happening, but I never knew how it looked like. First of all, I think I've seen somewhere an interview he was saying about something, what he was doing, or somebody discovered this series from the beginning. He wasn't very keen to talk about it either because, like your first work, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, but that he's himself done it also. I knew it, but never seen anything. It looks really good on it, to be honest.
So there you go, Dan, and that makes sense because this is called the portable low life as opposed to like the complete low life. So Dan's right. So then there's another book. So then this isn't everything. So there's more than this.
Oh, okay.
I guess these were kind of like something considered like maybe his best stories from that run or something. I'm not really sure, but there you go. Thanks, Dan.
So when is your next trip to Calgary? It seems to be you have been there like really successful last time.
Unbelievable. I don't know when the next trip is, but I mean, I'll shout it out again because I have before. It's called Fairs Fair Books in Calgary. They have 2 locations in Calgary. There's one that's by a comic shop called Kamikaze. That's the one that I'd recommend going to. Unbelievable graphic novel section, like amazing graphic novel section. And again, I've never seen this. They had it priced at $6 Canadian, which I think is very reasonable for something I've never seen out in the wild. So it was a no-brainer. But like all the European stuff, they had too. So amazing used bookstore.
Okay. So I have picked up, I spoke to you when we were chatting once. So I picked up this the last time I was going to Comic Mart, I think, or somewhere. I picked up books and I really enjoyed it. So it's a book of magic, Sandman Universe. And it's, of course, Cat Howard, Tom Fowler, and Jordan Boyle is the creative team. Since I read this one, of course, I haven't found anything because I don't do hunting for things. Does Dan have all the toys? Which toys are we talking about? I'm not going to say anything about. Anyway, so Book of Magic, and then I went to library. Funnily enough, they have Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. I always liked, say, Magic Universe, but I didn't realize, and I've heard, of course, I knew that the beginning of the story of the first volume, we have none other but Bilquis Evely's art, or first story with her art. Yes, fantastic, isn't it?
Did you say the first story with her art?
Yeah, this the first like beginning, like it's how we open the universe. It tells you the world where our Sandman lives, right? The dreaming world, dreaming is that how we call it?
I think so.
And she nails every page, and I was like, oh my god! And I was so giddy because I was like, because I didn't flip through forward because I was just reading. I was like, oh my god, this is Bilquis Evely. So I will be like properly excited reading it because the woman can do no wrong, right? Her work is absolutely fucking fantastic. She is so good at what she does. But Tom Fowler afterwards takes over the main story. But it was so nice to see her doing the stuff. So what happens in this? He disappears, and we have this character called Dora somehow get introduced to us. I haven't read about her afterwards since this story, beginning of the story happened. But she has these crazy abilities where she goes into people's dreams, and only Sandman you would think has that ability, but somehow she possesses some sort of stuff in here as well. You can issue the faces of the Bilquis Evely, you kind of know, because if you read any of the stories, that kind of looks that's her style of things, and you can see she hates him, by the way. Dora hates the Sandman because he promised something to her and it never came true. Yes, I agree. Look at that. Look, when
Yeah,
she gets
it's awesome.
Dora gets angry, that's her face. I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm angry. And she's like, how did you do that? You know, like you have this ravens who can travel through into people's dreams and wake them up in order to go to to our universe. And then she basically shuts him down because the lady in the dream he tried to wake up, she has a cancer and palliative care. And also now it's Tom Fowler's work with our new boy magician, who is not realizing yet his powers, but his wish is to be a magician because he wants to save his mum or find the mum because she's not there anymore. Right. Yeah, didn't I? Yeah. Yes. Yes. It's really nice. It's such a beautiful work. So I've only read first volume. It breezed through it. If you like Harry Potter, you like Magic World, it's really streams and goes really well. It's lots of things happening at the moment, but the main protagonist, of course, and the character we follow is this boy who is really will become something of a magician everybody's feared. They're saying is the not such a good one, you know, like they should some secret society is trying to prevent him to enter or to become one. So there's lots of things happening around and it's really evolved. So I'm really looking forward to read the rest of this, or 3 volumes. I don't know how many there was. Hopefully there's only 3 of them so I can read through it and let you know. But so far, it's fantastic. And Tim Fowler's work is really good. You can clearly see. It's not as Bill Everly's the finesse, okay, that ease of color, right, and lightness is more ink heavy kind of person's work, but it's really good. He's a student, he goes in, there's lots of happens. He pretended at the beginning to make magic, then the actual magic happens. He's using screwdriver as a wand, which is kind of fantastic because it says, read the book. If you're going to start reading the book, you know that there's magic and we're going to teach you, and somebody tells him to do that. He finds the book, he starts to introduce him to magic, and he said, use something to kind of channel your magic, right? So he uses screwdriver. So screwdriver is his wand. It's kind of fantastic, you know, in a way. And there's lots of conversation. There's nice cover. So covers were done really well. This all painted covers seems to be. I don't know the artist. I could not see it in here. Maybe I wasn't really giving that much attention. But there's this guy who makes people disappear, and they disappear in the book. He collects them as a book thing. So there's lots of magical elements. Really enjoy it. As I say, I'm now hoping it's going to continue being as entertaining. The doctor or the first murder happens in the school, and one of the teachers and teacher Skull is talking to him saying, you know, I know who murdered me. I know why they didn't want you to become a magician. They don't really disclose it properly. This lady's supposedly protecting her, but she has an agenda as well. But yeah, fantastic. So yeah, really not disappointing whatsoever. So I think there's like a lot of omnibuy did this. Oh, hello. Omnibus editions. I hope, I don't know how many, as I say, I don't really do research, I just read. Okay, so when I read and I like, oh my god, I get really kind of like disappointed if I don't find all of it. But my library have 3 volumes, so hopefully I will enjoy them all. So it's really
Cool.
good. I mean, I do like Magic Universe, so it's kind of makes me more excited about it. So I do like my Harry Potter. I don't deny it. I watch it almost regularly before Christmas, so it's one thing I always watch.
Well, and like you said, I mean, she's such an amazing artist that it's worth it even just for that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you didn't enjoy the story as much, eh? Oh, so you have her art afterwards as well. Okay, cool. I will see. Hopefully, I'm not. So far, this volume worked for me really well. I was, you know, sometimes when you read, I don't know, for me, when I read graphic novels, if I don't get it doesn't keep my attention, I become kind of like my mind wanders and I don't know what I'm reading, right? But this book
Mhm.
has kept my attention throughout, so it's a good thing. Oh, the
Yeah.
dreaming is. Oh, okay. So that's an offshoot, I presume, right? With her son.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hmm.
Cool.
Cool.
So
Your
I
turn.
caught up finally on TMNT Journeys. I won't talk about it too much. I went to somehow I missed issue number 6 or issue number 7. I don't remember which
Oh
one.
no. Oh no.
But it's all the way up to issue number 9 now. So
Oof.
one of my comic shops was kind enough they could get a copy of the issue I was missing.
Uh-huh.
So when I went to pick that up, I had a look in their discount books, and of course, so Peter Pan I talked about, and I
Yes.
just bought Peter Pan book 2 on eBay, and I went
Oh.
into my comic shop, and what did they have for $5 was
Oh
Peter
no.
Pan book 2. So
Oh,
I'm not going to tell you how much I paid on eBay, but I'm going to guarantee you it was more than $5. So I'm a little pissed, but whatever. So I picked it up because I wanted to read it immediately, and I can always resell one of them and maybe make a tiny bit of the money back. So this one is not nearly as dark as book 1. I don't remember if you remember me
yes.
talking about it, but
Yeah, you said
book 1 had some pretty dodgy
uncomfortable.
stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
It made me almost want to kind of put it down at one point because it was some pretty dark shit was happening to Peter.
Yeah.
So this one continues with kind of like the very colorful, I would say more as close to kind of the Disney version as you're going to get in this series, where he's with Captain Hook before Captain Hook lost his hand. He's
Mm-hmm.
on the pirate ship. He's trying to convince them that he got on board because he can fly. They, of course, want him to prove it, and they throw him overboard, and he almost gets eaten by the alligator. Tinkerbell finally sprinkles him with the pixie dust, and he's able to fly. So he becomes kind of second in command with Captain Hook as
Wow.
they're going to find this treasure, right? So it's a fairly lighthearted volume, much more so than the first one. It was okay. I wouldn't say. I mean, I enjoyed reading these 2 books. Like they read really nicely. I don't know if this is incredible work, but it's pretty good overall. It's just kind of I'm curious where this series goes because I know that there was more books. I don't know how many have been published in English. I think maybe this were the only 2 published in English.
Yeah.
We need Paulo Costa, our foreign correspondent, here for that info.
Yeah.
But beautiful art, really, really nice. Like I said, super easy to read. Neat to see the world, because it is a Tundra book. They do throw in this section was pretty cool, actually. There's a section of the forest on this island that they go through that's kind of covered in this mist. And if you're not careful, it brings out your worst nightmares. It makes you kind of hallucinate. People have gotten lost in the woods and end up dying because they feel that everything that's happening to them is real. So Peter has an interaction with his mother. He's got some real mom issues, that's for sure, because she's a horrible fucking woman from book 1. And she sort of turns into a monster and has him as a baby and starts like bites off his penis and stuff, so there is some stuff that's very adult oriented. And I mean, look at this shot here too, just some really nice art and coloring. I love this panel there is beautiful, really nice kind of landscape there. So some good looking stuff. We eventually get to dealing with some mermaids, and of course we can't have mermaids unless, hold on, can't have mermaids unless they're all naked, of course. So again, the 2 kind of most adult moments of this book, right? So overall a good read though. And again, Tundra, man, don't sleep on Tundra. If you see any Tundra stuff, it's always worth a shot for sure.
So, but you don't sound too excited about what you just read. Is that
No, I mean it's
fair?
just good. It's a good read. I don't know if I'd ever read it again. There's some books where I'd read multiple times. That one is one that I see myself it'll just sit on the shelf, and eventually it'll be one of the things that I sell. But It's
Mhm.
the completist in me for the Tundra stuff is the only reason it'll stick around for any longer. Yeah,
Okay.
just good. Hello, 420.
Oh, sorry. Aloha to you. Yeah, notifications not working. Some
Yeah,
beautifully
sometimes
aloha.
dodgy on YouTube sometimes.
Yeah. They sometimes you missed, especially like live chats, like live things. Anyway, I went into the realm of picking up number one again because kind of have a bug a little bit, but it's a DC bug. Barbara
Oh,
Gordon Breakout. It's something a female-led book, right? So I was interested. I kind of like don't mind going for this stuff, like just to see where I stand with it. This doesn't really like like Batwoman, for example, was really something I really got into from get-go. There's lots of this advertised. I guess. Are you going to see this Australian
I mean, not if I
Supergirl?
can help it. I mean, I'd like to see it, but I don't know if I'm going to go out of my way to go see it in the theater.
Yeah. Hmm. Anyway, so apparently Vandal Savage, which is this lovely gentleman here, he's causing havoc in Gotham. All the superheroes, all bad girls, seems to be several versions of them, which I wasn't aware of that because I don't really follow through. I just when it gets my interest, I go pick it up and see. But Vandal Savage is in charge of Gotham, and he decided to create this little prison and to house every single person. It's called AK Supermax, and he's housing all of the good people, like all the heroes, all the coppers, all everybody together. And Barbara Gordon decides that she wants to go in it for some reason. She has this agenda to find out. There's his dad's her dad is got involved in some sort of things and stuff like that. There's lots of murders happening. There's this lady who is supporting Gordon in political venues or everything, and she got murdered, and they want to solve, and they think the only way to solve this kind of problem is go into the deep end, and she's proper in it. She's like, her time is ticking. Seems to be everyone wants to murder her. There's lots of people who is she incarcerated now. They're guarding her in that supermax, so nothing does really goes well for her. The first thing she does, she tries to protect somebody, and then she gets into the fight. She's fighting everyone. It's very like proper action scenes going on here. And then of course shows a little bit of like, oh yeah, I don't have all this friends of hers like canaries and bad girls, and even the what's her name? Oh, why I'm blanking. What's her name? Terrence, help.
Is
Mr.
it like
Miracle's brought.
Big Barda or something like that?
Yeah,
or?
Big Barda. There you go. Wow, what's wrong with me? Anyway, so it's a lot of things, like a lot of actions going on. I'm not sure why she's there, and it's not really sold really well or correctly what's happening in here. But it's kind of like it's very easy to read. It's is it worth your time? Not sure if you like that kind of things. But I wasn't like not hating it. Like the thing is, I enjoyed it to a point, right? So it's entertaining, but do I need to follow it like religiously issue after issue? I'm not sure about that, but so far it's entertaining. I don't know, and seeing her in the prison is kind of intriguing as itself. So that's what piqued my interest in this book. But yeah, Barbara Gordon. Oh, you know why it's also piqued my interest? Because it's Tamaki's writing. What's her name? Mariko Tamaki, and I read quite a few things with Mariko Tamaki. She does lots of stuff with her, I think, sister or cousin. So Mariko Tamaki is writing in here. So far, cool. I mean, it's as a first issue, sort of intriguing, but not like blow my socks off, right?
Yeah.
But not bad. For honestly,
worth a try though.
Yeah, it wasn't something like I was thinking I'm gonna hate from the get go, but it didn't, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The other thing I forgot to show off when he delivered those books, the guy that I bought the books from also threw this in for me. It's a it's an advertisement for Eros Comics, but it folds out into this poster, and this is that guy Ferg that I've talked about recently doing the art. It's a great series from Eros, but there's actually text on the other side just talking about what's coming up from them. So that was nice of him to pass that on to me too. So very cool.
Are you gonna frame it?
I don't know if I'm not gonna put it up. I have nowhere to put that kind of stuff up. I'll probably end up folding it back up. I've got a little section up here with like catalogs and things, so I'll probably put it up with that stuff.
Oh, cool.
So the Tangents book that I bought out in Calgary, the artist writer Prado, this was the first publication from NBM's Comics Lit line called Streak of Chalk. And it's one story, it's one long story about this island that you come upon by fluke, by chance. It's not on any map, and Streak of Chalk is a pretty good name for it because it just looks like a little line. It's got a lighthouse that's not manned and not turned on. There's a woman and her son who are on the island who run kind of like the restaurant bar / bed and breakfast kind of thing. Beautiful art. The story is sort of circular. You end up by the end of the story, you sort of end up back to where you started, kind of, without giving too many spoilers. This guy finds the island out of nowhere, and there's a woman on the island, and she's waiting for somebody. So he's trying to get all romantic with her, and she doesn't want to have anything to do with him. So it's this sort of cat and mouse kind of game. Pretty good. It's got its moments that are pretty cool. But like I said, I think the art is the thing that I love the most. The colors are beautiful. It has a nice kind of textured feel. I'm not sure what's being used, if it's pencil crayons, if it's pastels, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I don't even know if maybe there's some marks on here that look kind of chalk-like. So I'm not really sure the tools that they're using, but pretty moody and really nice, just really nice stuff. So for an artist writer that I'm not familiar with, Paulo has spoken very highly of Prado, saying that he's a big fan of his. So I would like to find more, and it's cool to have something that was kind of their first publication for this Comics Lit line. That's kind of neat as well too. So this was I bought this on eBay as well too, because I couldn't resist, because I really loved that Tangents. Paulo had said that his short stories are better of anything that he's read. He prefers his short stories as well too. So
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to show something I sent it to you, but I have not even finished reading. I restarted reading it again. So I haven't done it all reading because there's 36 issues of it. And I started the first 6 off, was thinking maybe you will want to read with me. Remember these?
Yes, I have some. Yeah, we were going to read it together. I think I did read the first issue.
Yeah, so there's I sent you a whole run, or at least almost complete run, didn't I? I think I did.
I'm sure. I don't know how many issues you sent me. I know that you sent me a bunch, though.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're here beside me. They're usually close by. But yes, you did send me some for sure.
So Dennis O'Neil, let me just get the names out. Dennis Cowan, Rick Mayer, inker, Albert de Guzman is the colorist. So issue 2. So I had first 6 issues, and it's about Question, or the Charles Victor Zaz. And I really like the art. I mean, it speaks to me quite a lot, this series, and I like the way that's original, or the beginnings of the Question and what he's been. This guy is proper douche at the beginning, especially if you read the first issue. He's a reporter. He goes after the story no matter what. No, he doesn't care who and what. And later, he gets really plummeted. Like in this second issue, he's ended up being at the end of the river because the bad guys had enough of him. It's the story in this issue starts like, oh, I have a couple of minutes left. I didn't realize my life is how about. He was on the death's door, but somebody decides to save him, and that somebody is basically gets him to a point of life again. And of course, Batman comes into play. This Mr. Batman is here also, so he doesn't disappear this universe. I really like the costume in here. I like that yellow. I like this blues. I like this everything about this kind of color schemes for the Batman. I think it does really suit, especially in the darkness. I don't know how old, like 90s, I guess, version of Batman, right? Terrence, what do you think? Do you agree with me? I
Yeah, I
like
mean,
the
he looks pretty good there for sure. Yeah.
yeah. So he's a lying Batman comes in. He gets really surprised how Batman knows where I am and who the heck I am I, and he basically teaches him like a toddler or like a child, saying, you know, what the heck you doing? What do you think you are? Like, you know, are you trying really to kill yourself, or you really don't understand the whole point of whatever your disclosure of information is all about? And then they decide to take him into this retreat or in a cabin in the woods kind of thing, where the guy is crippled and he's the one going to be like a sensei mode, almost like Karate Kid moment for our protagonist, where he's kind of broken. He's absolutely been almost to a cripple point, right? Arms are broken, legs are broken, everything's by like his rib cage is like shattered to pieces, and he goes into this guy's a cabin in the woods in the middle of nowhere. He actually chops down, and he's like, so, and he goes in there, and of course he's like a douchebag. So he goes having this first conversation. He's supposed sensei, and the sensei says to him, "Well, if you don't want to be here, it's about what do you say, like 2 or 3 days walk to the nearest city if you want to." And he's like, "But I barely can walk myself, you know, like I like everything is broken in thing." And he does like, "I don't give a rat's bananas," you know, like kind of thing. You here, you know, I'm going to teach you how to be what you're supposed to kind of be. And then he of course chops wood first thing with a broken arm. You know, he has this axe in his hands. It's just, you know, like kind of it's just, I mean, I enjoyed it, you know, those typical night. It almost screams the movies I was watching in that time. Like, I mean, if that doesn't scream Karate Kid, I don't know what else will scream Karate Kid. So it was entertaining. And then after that, you know, like the guy comes to him, is like, "Okay, you're done." And he's like, "What do you mean I'm done?" It's like, "Yeah, I don't have anything else to teach you." And of course there's another lady who basically supposed to be his enemy, who took him out of the deep waters. And then she's the one kind of like protecting him, but in a way she has double kind of agendas in that sense. Oh, you heard some issues, haven't you? But always been interested in them. I'll have to get on that. Yeah, if you do. I really like the art. It's gonna grow on you. The story grows better. Like each issue, the first issue wasn't something I was like screaming about, like I want to read second one. The second one I read, I started to get into more and more. So the more you read it, the better it is. I really like Dennis O'Neill's writing. Okay, so I'm a fan of that. And he writes this, I think, the whole series. Let me see if yeah, well, yes, it seems to be. Yeah, I think his name is on each issue. I'll show you the issue 2. And then he has this ability of becoming like question, right? He goes back to back being what he is. He doesn't know how to approach this because he was missing. Everybody was thinking and he was presumed dead. But then because he managed to go into this rehabilitation program kind of thing, became a fighter rather than a brawler kind of thing. So he was having this finesse in him. And then he still have enemies, the people who were trying to kill him in the first place. So he wasn't sure how this is going to work out, how he's going to be telling the whole world that he actually survived and he's not actually dead. And there's people behind it, and there's this costume he's wearing, which is actually really fantastic. He's using this mist, I think, is, if you know Question, or if you're not aware of a Question wearing this a second layer of skin. In order for him to go that to the second layer, he has to go with this like chemical, almost glue type of the thing. He can breathe through it. He can talk through it. He can't smoke. That's the only thing, and he's really bitter about it, by the way, because the smoke apparently works badly with the mask, and it actually can peel itself off, which is gets his identity away from it. I honestly felt when I saw the Question by like this without anything. I was like thinking, what the heck is this? Like, is the person actually don't have anything? It's just a mask, which is kind of makes it much more, I don't know, appealing, or what is it? So it's really good so far. 6 issues in, and it's growing on me. Even the character is like, I think it's what becomes much more difficult is to following the guy who is not, you care about the guy at all. This is the one of the villains.
That's a cool looking page.
No, it's really, as I say, it's really good run stories so far, and it has that detective elements, fighting scenes, and it's really what I kind of like reading as well in the comic books. And he's doing some mad skills, putting his leg over his head. Wow, the mad skills anyway. And there's love story going on there also slightly. There's this lady who kind of like who works in the TV station as well, because she's a journalist and stuff like that. So it's, all sorts of things happening around. So I'm just going to show you. So if you want to read, Mr. Terrence, with me, we can. I'm not going to push you, of course, if you don't want to. If you have some nails.
Yeah, no, I should. I was looking for them when you were talking. I'm not sure where I've got them, but I know I have them somewhere.
No, I did send it to you. That's where you got it from.
Yeah.
Because I remember.
Yeah, I'm sure that I read issue number 1 at the very least.
Yeah.
I probably read a couple of them, but that was a little while ago at this point.
So if you continue from issue 6, we can continue together.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, it's really good. As I say, so far it's fantastic. It's a lot of fighting with the bad guys, and everybody's still after him, kind of thing. I've read that Daniel inverted the question to the opposite of the version. Yes, different. That's why I was thinking. The first time I heard about question is from you guys, of course, YouTube. But also I got Ditko's question, and I thought that's really intriguing. And then I realized that actually Dennis O'Neil was doing some stuff, which I really like. I one of my favorite reads of Dennis O'Neil still is Batman stuff. So that's why I got this run also, because it's a mysterious character who's not being given a lot of for the better, according to the most critics.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine it's for the better. I can only imagine what Ditko would do with a character like that, with no face, and everything is very black and white, and
so yeah, it's been done in the omnibus size as well. They've actually in a couple of recent 2 years, they have done the omnibus edition, and people were actually being able to get it, because this run is not so easy to get hold of sometimes. Sometimes you find them everywhere, sometimes you don't at all, like that's kind of thing. But anyway, yeah, it's very good. You remember when we were chatting, I was saying to you, I don't know what I'm going to read, and you said read whatever you have, and I was like, yeah, I have that. I have not read it, so then I want to cross that over, so I know I've done it, right? I read something from my own collection. Oh my god, I'm sweating balls. I don't have it, but yeah, you know what I mean. It's just an expression. Don't judge, okay?
Yeah, it's hot in there. Martian Manhunter book 11. There's only one left, and this one is the reason why I was hesitant to have this series go on for 12 issues. It's getting pretty fucking tedious. This was issue 10, I would say so far was the best issue of the second arc. But this one, it's dragging out these ideas way too fucking long. Like it's just the one note kind of story. Sorry, what?
It doesn't go anywhere.
No, it's just the same thing over and over again, and it's just tedious. His art is fantastic still, but honestly, I kind of wish it's one of those. It's exactly what I was worried about with them going another 6 issues. Are they going to have enough to kind of keep our interest? And it's fine enough, but honestly, it's really losing its luster. So I really hope that issue 12 is indeed the final one, and I'm hoping that they're able to tie it up in some form to make it sort of satisfying. Because that's always the worry. I mean, it's tough to land an ending at the best of times, let alone when you have a book that's built up this much hype. But honestly, like, the art is still top notch, the coloring is top notch. It's just such a fun book to look at. And it got to a point in this one where I sort of, at times sort of scanned the text and didn't really read it line for line because it was just getting a little, I don't know, man, just wasn't engaging me whatsoever. So solid series. The first half was better, but the art is consistently mind-blowing throughout the whole series, but the writing is really starting to fall apart there. So not too much really to say about that one. And then I'll just do a second one that I have not too much to say about either too, because it was just okay as well.
Okay.
I'm a sucker for Rogue One, and I'm a sucker for Andor. So I guess they're doing a series of these because next one is going to be Star Wars Rogue One, Jyn Erso. So it was pretty cool. You know, I don't know if it was incredible. I'm very, very curious about this. I'm glad that it's just not another, you know, we're just going to do the movie again in comic book form. So this is a different storyline. When it comes to Star Wars stuff, don't ask me where in the timeline it fits. I find some of that really, really confusing. So I got no fucking idea where this is supposed to fit. Here's the one thing that I did notice about this one, though. So here's a page that has a full ad.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
Then we go to the next page that has a full ad.
Yes, that's Marvel. Fuck Marvel.
Then we go to the next page that has a full ad.
Yeah.
I'm not done. Then it goes to the next page where there's a full ad. 4 fucking pages in a row where there's an ad. And there's probably at least 6 or 7 ads in the middle of the story as well, too. Like, it's almost every other page, but 4 in a row was kind of excruciating. I mean, if you're a fan of this part of the Star Wars universe like I am, like I think Rogue One and Andor are the best Star Wars movies out of them all. I think they're incredible watching experiences and storytelling.
Yes.
If you like that stuff, I'm sure you'll love this stuff. That said, though, I just want more from this corner of the Star Wars universe. So that's the only reason I picked it up. This first issue was good. I don't know if it really the only reason I would continue on with issues is because I like that part of the universe, not because this issue was mind-blowing. Let's just say that. But I'm definitely on board with picking up more to see what the hell they do with it.
Is that a Benjamin Percy writing?
It sure is, yeah. Percy, and then let's do the proper.
So he's the writer of the Fantastic Four now in Marvel Universe.
Oh, is that true? Okay.
Yeah. So he's into science a lot. So apparently he's well with this in science. So.
Oh, okay. Benjamin Percy, writer. Luke Ross is the artist. Mike Atiyeh is the color artist, and then VC's Clayton Cowles is the letterer. So there's the credits. They do a nice kind of credits page. In Star Wars fashion, I read the credits page like this, just to give me that, that movie experience. Who knew I'd pick up a Star Wars comic? Who knew?
I don't want any Marvel comics in my hands because of those ads. It's so distracting. It's so not. I went to this. Remember, I when I picked up that criminal thing, so I went to the comic book shop. And I on purposely kind of flipped quite a few Marvel books just to see. And honestly, it's so distracting.
Yeah, that is one that I do want. I remember you talking about it, and I've seen other people talk about it. It looks amazing, and even that ad does look good for sure. So it is one I'll be keeping an eye out for.
I mean, what the heck, man? Put those ads at the back. We still watch, like, the DC does the same shit. They put at the back, right? But you still watch them. You kind of because you kind of, it's natural. That's how you flip the bloody thing. Yeah. So you will see it. But at least you have a concentration on the story. But when with those ads, and you keep on why would you want to distract your own audience from the book we purchase? Just because you're going to advertise me 105 other things you are doing will not make me buy them. You're going to make me frustrated. And I think we are all saying that.
I would also argue that all of the ads are for Star Wars books.
Yes.
If I'm buying a Star Wars book, chances are I'm a Star Wars fan of some kind. So chances are I'm probably going to buy more Star Wars books without you throwing those fucking ads. And then finally, 4 pages in a row of ads is insane. It's insane. It's too much. And even if those were the only ads in the book, it would still be too much. Having
Yeah.
4 ads back to back is fucking ridiculous.
I can't believe that they haven't yet, I mean, listened to people like reviewing or things. Like sometimes you should just watch what people say or the customers, you know, like, I mean, anyway, but they don't care. I guess, I don't know. I find it makes me frustrated because it does completely distract me from the story. I mean, I try to.
Yeah.
But it would be
I mean,
not
it
so
absolutely
problem.
it distracted me from the story 100% because by the
Yeah.
4th page, I literally stopped reading the book to flip back and go, what the fuck is going on here? So it took me right out of the story. It completely took me out. And
Yeah.
again, those other ads, I'm not buying those books because
Yeah.
I'm not that level of. So the amount of ads isn't going to convert me to buying more Star Wars books, is the other side of it. Like, oh my God, 4 ads. Wow, I never knew that there was all these Star Wars comics. I better go and buy them. It's just not working, you know.
Sea monkeys.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Count Dante and Sea Monkeys, absolutely.
Yeah.
And X-ray specs, you know.
Well, talking about DC now, I'm going to talk DC now. I picked up issue 20 of Absolute Batman because apparently this techie thingy's going to be new Robins in Absolute Universe of Batman. That's supposedly had some issues in America with this issue because of the loss of damages happened. Don't have. I think I have maybe 1 crease. Oh my God, it's not near mint anymore. I can't sell it. Terrence, I can't sell this anymore.
Oh, so there was an issue with this one? Is that what you said? Where
Yeah,
they were all
apparently in
damaged?
America, many people couldn't find a near mint edition of Batman, Absolute Batman.
Oh, I see.
It was a huge story going on, apparently. It happens in here, and nobody's screaming. It's like we say, okay, it's damaged, but I heard like there's lots of damages, and everybody's like, oh my God, because it's the first appearance, you see. It's the first appearance of Robins. Yeah. Nobody can see you, Terrence, because I'm in full screen.
I know. You can, though. That's what's most important. You can. Thumbs down to that bullshit. First appearance nonsense. Fucking collector scum.
This Scarecrow dude is really well done. I wasn't okay. I because I'm not reading this regularly from the issue 1. I did pick up issue 1, so maybe in that sense I you know, but I don't have it afterwards. So I picked it up because of Poison Ivy, but now I got into this kind of I'm intrigued. So is this the Joker? I don't know, but I think there's something similar to that extent. So this is Joker of the Batman, Absolute Batman. But this Strawman guy, he is proper dealing a lot of havoc in here. At the beginning, I was like reading this, and there's something happens to Batman, and the way it's like put together, I got really confused because I actually tell to myself I haven't read the issue beforehand, but I know I read the issue beforehand. So what happens is Gordon is dead. The way Gordon died, Batman was visible, or Bruce Wayne was visible to the public. Everybody's now thinking he's number 1 enemy because he killed Gordon. And the one who did that is a straw man or Scarecrow. This dude. So this is the guy who is basically speaks to you and you do whatever he says to you to do. Like there's a situation here, I'll show you to afterwards. Also, there's this friends of his who is trying to understand what the heck is going on with Bruce, because Bruce now is in hiding. Pennyworth is trying to get hold of him. He was locked up somewhere. They tried to open it up. He escaped. Harley Quinn is really a freaky looking chick, but I actually really enjoy her. I wish there would be more limelight for her, so I would understand maybe there was an issue to give her limelight beforehand. This is the Riddler. It looks crazy. It's so good to see Dragotta's art on Batman. Honestly, it's really cool. It just gives you the most entertaining kind of like not put what your typical DC style is, you know, like the DC style of drawing, like, or Jim Lee kind of style of everything. Yes. Oh, look, Paulo Costa. Hello. Most absurd thing is that.
Paulo.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, first appearance. Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
right.
Yeah. Anyway, so and Killer Croc and Riddler is having this conversation because they are buddies. They grew up together. They are the crew of of the boys and saying how to we gonna find a way to this solution and how we're gonna help Bruce. Anyway, and then they tell you the story where he's ended up and how everything got done. Uh, he's on a run. He's been hunted because of the murder of the Gordon, and then he goes to the prison because he has this guy to talk to, who apparently evidently tells him there's some extra information he needs to know, why and what reason something was done on purposely to kill his father. So he's on the mission to find out that. He's having these conversations with him, but of course the straw man or scarecrow appears out of nowhere. He appears in the cell and he starts talking to him. And what he does to this guy who supposedly Batman wants attention of, says, "Don't you need to make up your bed?" And then he's like, "Oh yeah, I do need to make a bed." And why he needs to make a bed? Because he's gonna kill himself. He's gonna hang himself with that. So that's how Gordon died. That's how like that's suggestion of the straw man. And the Batman is kind of like, is kind of like almost childlike conversation in a way. He's like, doesn't understand. He wants to reach the guy. He wants to basically be in confrontation. And instead, he's like really so good at it that he managed to shank the Batman's hand while he's inside to reach. It's kind of intriguing. So I really like the way it's written, the way the story is going. A little bit confusing at first, maybe for me, because I'm not following it from the get-go. I read the first volume, so as far as I know and then I jumped into issue 14, I think. So I'm maybe 5 or 6 issues in on the story. I like it, but it's not as enjoyable as Absolute Batwoman. But this is like your Robin's appearance. Like, they almost look like, what is that? Why I'm blanking. I had it's like, the robot kind of type of thing, techie things. They all met together, and if they go join together, they will become something. But the way it ends,
Ultron.
yes, kind of thing. Like it feels like it. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen like that, but they all like geared up to become like a mech kind of dudes, almost like Transformer type of the characters. And Pennyworth is screaming like, "Run!" because you are outnumbers, and of course Batman doesn't. And the only thing he has is his sign of X, and he's gonna apparently next issue they're gonna go at it, and they're gonna have this huge fight. Huge.
I mean, you gotta have a huge fight at some point.
Yes, the Robins, and they would say, like they say, the Robins are the good guys who is from a childhood became something, like they trying to do good things, and the Bruce is just a petty child and he's doing whatever the blah blah blah. Anyway, okay. Yes.
Yeah, I mean that does sound ridiculous, Paulo, for sure. So shouting out some other YouTubers, I got to give a usual. I feel like I've done it a number of times. Daryl D TV, seen here, has sent me a comic that he's done with Billy's Comics, #1 in a 3-issue limited series, Secret Warp, with none other than my man MF Doom. There's a poster inside, so I was very surprised to get this from Dan. Not only that, he sent me a couple of Ashcan versions as well too. And they're also bootlegs.
Cool.
So one is a smaller version of that same comic, just in black and white.
Dude, that's cool.
Let me get to a page and show you kind of the interior. So a black and white kind of Ashcan version, and then also a black and white Boba Fett meets the Predator. This one, I haven't read this one yet. Cool. It looks pretty cool though. The art is very cool. It's sort of, the art in this one reminds me of Danny Beauvais' Warlock 5, that sort of airbrushed kind of black and white look to it. It's really, really slick looking. So shout out to Daryl DTV. Thank you so much if you end up watching this I'll talk about it on my channel tonight as well too. But it's amazing stuff. I love MF Doom.
Wow.
Daryl D is a hell of a guy. He's very generous with the care packages that he's sent in the past, because I can only imagine the amount that it costs to get shit over the border.
Wow.
So that was very, very nice of him. And then, yeah, it is super cool. And then finally, the last book that I read, and I'm wondering if you read it as well too. Have you caught up on this?
I was going to talk about it. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. What did you think? This sort of wraps up that storyline now.
Yes, it's good that it wrapped up the way that I mean, they have, like it's going ongoing, and you never know where we're gonna. I enjoyed it. I liked the way I was actually reading it with my son, so I guess that's why I enjoyed it more. Because my son was about to go sleep, and then he saw me reading this book, and he's like, "What are you reading, Mom?" It's like Turtles, and he's like, "Oh, can you read it for me?" So I was reading for him. So
That's cool.
It was cool. I like the backdrop. I think I like that they're gonna give that mom more attention. That she has a background story. We always Splinter concentrated the most all the time on the history of Turtles, and it's nice that the mother is gonna finally get some limelight. It wasn't like mind blowing end to the story. I really like this creature skeleton of rats. I think a lot. It works for me now. I got used to the artist change, right? To the creative change. I like that they're doing other stories now, or trying to. It still continuously to becoming a turtle book. I really like this doorknob situation. How he was chasing and he opening the doors to something. That opens lots of doors to other stories, especially in the realm of dead, right? Where you're supposed not to have. I was kind of confused with the dad split it into younger version of him. I don't know how you found that. I found it that they weren't really kind of like, I understand there was, because there's a consequences when you go over, right? But I don't know why they split into like becoming a child and you have a skeleton of yourself also in the same position. So maybe I missed on something.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's because of the magic. Yeah.
That's kind of what I put it off to, that it was this magic. He entered that world of the dead, and he sort of transformed, relived his past, and that somehow manifested this younger version of him. I mean, I don't think that they really dealt with that too much.
Yeah.
But I mean, I sort of I just accepted it. I didn't really think too much about it. The art has really grown on me, I gotta say. I read this after I read the Ninja Turtles Journeys issues. Like I read 4 of those in a row, then I read this one.
Yeah.
And even reading back to back, I find that there's something about this art that really sort of fits in with that classic style. I can't quite put my finger on it, because it's the color obviously is not something that's standard with the early stuff. Yes. But I don't know, man, it's really grown on me. I kind of dig it. I enjoy it. I like the way that they look. Yeah. I like the kind of style to it. I like that they sort of outline characters in white a little bit to separate them sometimes. I don't know, man. I dig it.
I really like my favorite part was when Raphael was fighting the dad, younger version of him. And they were basically almost like bitching at each other. I was like, oh my God, my dad is such a douchebag, when he was a young one. Where's this master? They haven't learned these things. And then mother actually trying to kind of contain him almost like a child. That was hilarious to be honest. And of course Michelangelo is always in trouble, man. He always the one who basically is like, and then it's the funny thing, oh, I speak Japanese, I'm the only one, nobody else understands Japanese. So it's exactly what Michelangelo would say, because everybody's just downgrading him to a douchebag, like the one who is not really a proper fighter, right? He's always and he always gets in trouble. So it's such a funny thing in here. Yeah. But yes, I like the way they're going with it. Okay, if they're gonna continue explore more and give us a little bit more into the previous things, right? Because we don't really know the whole past of whatever happens. I really like that mom situation. I think she's even judging his. It's like. And she's like, I really don't like them being who they are. Like, they're not really my children. They are like these animals, right? Like the creatures, as they call them. Like, she looks at them and she judged them straight away. Like, I mean, you haven't seen them for I don't know how many millennia, right? And you're already still judging her like a mom. Like, mom comes out straight away after that. So it's intriguing the way it's written. So Not bad. Honestly, I
Yeah.
can't. I was really worried, but like you say, the art is really growing on me also, and I really like the way it's moving along. Also, like in that sense, I like that Kitsune is there, like all those characters who those, the bad guys, all the magicians, the cat guy chick. She always intriguing me. That's who is basically took him out and used him because she's wanting to control him, and she didn't because there's a wife who is preventing him. Did you read this then? If you're going to continue.
No, I didn't. I didn't see it at. I was at my comic shop on Tuesday, so I didn't get a chance to go on Wednesday. So I didn't
Good.
pick up the new stuff.
This is very good.
Oh, I can't wait, man. I'm pretty excited for it.
So you know who's that, right?
Make your screen bigger. I don't think I do.
That's okay. Shall I tell you, because it won't be? It's a.
Oh no, you can. Yeah, you can tell me. I'm fine with spoilers.
Question.
Yeah. Who is? Oh, is it? Okay, cool.
So this is the female, the Copa. I forgot. Martinez, is that her name?
Right.
So she's the new version of Question in this world, I presume. Yeah.
Yes, sweet.
So it's when you so everything went. What I am doing to myself. Anyway, sorry. I'm trying. Everything went like the last issue, the way it ended, like she shot somebody. So there's
good. Fucking good.
So you think that was surprising. Right at the end, is surprising is all what she's doing. She's really not right? This woman, Batwoman.
Cool.
There is really something is going on with her. And it honestly, I'm not going to show you the spoilers, but the art is really good. It's really,
make
really
yourself
good.
big again.
I really like it. I hope you're going to get a hold of it as soon as you possibly
can. Oh, I'm definitely going to get it. Yeah, they always get in 1 million copies of these, so I'm not worried about missing out on it.
Really good.
Awesome, man. I really like it. I'm excited about this series. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I'm pretty excited.
Oh, there's a. We have next to our army base, so there's lots of fighter jets around, and they always bloody fire at nighttime. One time I got woken up by this humongous thundering noise because this humongous plane was riding over our heads at 2 o'clock in the morning. 2.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so it's even freaks my child wakes him up as well.
Right.
So I wouldn't say I don't want to say anything. When you read it, it's better to talk about.
I'll get it. I'm gonna get it this week. I'm gonna go and get it this week for sure.
Really, everybody I heard says it's slow. It's really good. It's methodical writing, as I say.
I mean, it's It's only issue 4, right? Like
issue 3. This is issue 3.
Issue 3. How fast do you want a story to go, man? Like 3 issues. I feel like the first 2 issues had a lot going on.
Apparently, a lot of people saying it's too slow for them.
Jesus Christ.
I completely disagree. I really like the way it's written. I like the suspense, and I don't know what the heck is going on with her, but I really like what Rucka is doing so far. So Rucka is winning.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's cool, man. I'm excited for it.
Do you have anything else to show?
I
have one more.
So let me see. Yeah, no, I do not.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
So my last one is really good, dude. So nice. So good.
Shit. I can't find the fucking book anywhere, man.
Oh, really?
In town. Yeah, really. None of my shops have it.
Dude, it's such a good series. I highly, if you like Usagi, this is exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
I was thinking, because there's somebody else, this creative team, Zach Rosenberg and Jared Cullum, honestly, they really nailing it. They proper doing it. Like, it's the further you go in the story, the more I'm just get excited all the time. Like there's this flash of memory from the past, and then they kind of explained properly in this issue. I'm not going to say much of it. The work is done in here so far. It's so well thought out. It seems to be that they have really understand the character. They really wanted to have their own kind of spin towards it, because they put them in the 80s. But what is happening, what history of Usagi Yojimbo that happened before, it's all in here as well. It's coming with him no matter whatever he tries to think of what, like he was thinking at the beginning of this first couple of issues that he's like a Robin Hood character. Ronin is still there, but there's underlying things going on for him from the pasts and stuff. So really love it. Honestly, I read this one. I was so excited to read it. It read not so fast as well, which is really helps. Because when you read something what you really enjoy, you want it to last as long as possible. And this is just exactly what I was like expecting, but even more, honestly. So issue 3, and there's 2 more only left, and I'm kind of like upset because I really like that I have Usagi Yojimbo to read. And this really does not disappoint at all. So I highly recommend to anybody, if you can get hold of them somehow, or I guess gonna have to wait until it gets collected, which is of course gonna happen. But thoroughly enjoying this stuff. It's really good.
Yeah, I feel like it's sold out all around here because it's a new series, like without Stan Sakai doing it.
Yeah.
And all these fucking dirtbags are buying it up to hoard it and sell it for hundreds of dollars and their kids through fucking college.
Yeah.
Issue 3, hey?
Yeah. One thing is really cool. They kind of explain, and they have this chat up a little bit to, it's funny, so all Usagi is a rabbit as well in here. So because the writer and the artist they have their own characters kind of thing, and it tells you how they decided how the story comes about. It's like an extra story to tell you. It's really good, honestly, to see. And then they also have an interviews for the person who is doing the cover. They also give you a little bit more history, like what Usagi does, like Stan Sakai does, with a history of inspiration, why the town, why they picked that one, which is absolutely fantastic. And also they give you the character design stuff.
Nice.
At the back, which is kind of amazing for what you get, and the extra, I think next issue was going to be looking like that, I think. And this is how many covers there was of Kato. 1984. Oh, so good. I'm not regretting it whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's a pity that because of the name you missed out on it. I remember you telling me.
I mean, that was one of the reasons, but it was also that there was just a couple of months that flew by me with work where I just didn't make it to the comic shop, right? Yeah. So I missed out on a bunch of stuff, So.
I don't think I'm gonna check. My guy said to me that Kato went because he didn't order too many as well. That's the problem. And it's like, I knew it's going to be popular. I don't know why I didn't do it, but because of this, somebody else is doing it. He didn't think it's going to, be as popular, but it was really selling out. Let me see if there is. Jim Rugg done a cover as well, by the way.
Oh yeah, nice. That's cool.
Yeah, and it's £13.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
For that specific cover.
At one of the comic shops I go to, Galaxy Comics, the one that has the most new issues on shelf, by the till, they've always got a short box filled with like the incentive covers. I always love looking through just to see what kind of artwork is on them. The prices are always insane, but it's cool to see kind of those specialty,
Talking
1
about
in 20 or 1 in 50 or whatever the ratio covers are, right? So
talking about milking it, somebody has an Baltimore exclusive ash can. And they're selling it on eBay for £75.
Yeah.
For the Kato stuff. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh shit.
Oh.
No Stan Sakai personally. Ah man, that's an interview you got to do, man. We got to meet Gordon.
Dude.
Go to his house, go and visit him and do a little
just have a cup of tea.
Documentary there, Dan.
Yeah, just have a cup of tea with him, and so just like just having conversation. Dude, that would be lovely.
Yeah, that's super cool.
That Kato is fantastic for the creator team who is like I think I've heard of them. Like apparently this Jared Cullum everywhere. I don't know. I'm not really, I don't really follow it completely, but honestly, this creative team is well worth, I guess, if you're gonna take that much attention. The way they're doing it, first of all, in watercolor. It's really well done. It's just, I don't know. It's written well as well. And I am, as I say, as a fan of Usagi, those moments they really captured like Usagi's essence, kind of thing, from what's the Stan Sakai done. And it's probably the first time. Is it the only one who done Usagi? I'm not sure actually. But so far,
I'm not sure either.
Oh, and now he's not showing me. Oh my god, tons of his like t-shirt. Oh, he has a ridiculous Mobius collection, dude. So go
Really,
talk to
hey?
that guy, man. I'll watch. Not live, maybe, but yeah, I'll watch whatever you. Anyway, that's why I read.
Sorry,
oh,
go
yeah.
ahead.
Oh yeah, I read some other things, but I can talk about next time we chat.
I've been watching a channel. There's a
What?
guy, West Coast Davengers on YouTube.
Okay.
I got
West
sucked into
Coast.
his channel because
Okay.
he does like Japan trips. I think I heard about him through like the Japan
Dude.
Book Hunter channel.
Uh-huh.
Who he was a guy that was on like kayfabe and stuff. So
Oh, you
anyway, this West Coast Avengers guy, he does some sales every once in a while online. So I bought a couple of things from him. He's holding on to them for me because he said he can get me cheap shipping up to a certain amount of books. I think there's 2 more books I can buy. I was looking for an ad for it on image search, but it's not coming up. Katsuhiro Otomo did a Fairy Tale hardcover. I think it's like Hansel and Gretel and maybe a couple of other things. He found a version when he went to Japan, so I ended up buying it from him, and it looks fucking incredible. It's hardcover. It's all in Japanese, but I don't really care. Super excited to get that from him. He's got some pretty cool books. The prices are a bit expensive, and I understand why. You know, he's literally going all the way to fucking Japan to buy some books and brings them back. It's got to be worth his time. I get it, but he's shown off some really, really cool stuff recently. If you go to his channel, he'll do like a flip through of everything that he bought, and then he does a sale video. Like, you know, he'll do a live stream a couple of days later. But if you go to his channel, you can see kind of the flip throughs of things that he got in Japan. And on that note, he was also talking about Godzilla -0 is coming out at the end of the year. There's already a teaser sale. There's a teaser trailer out already on YouTube, and I would strongly recommend watching it. I cannot wait. It's the same guy that did -1 doing another, like a follow-up to it, which is going to be super fucking cool.
Doing in cinema, or is he doing just as a...
No, doing cinema. It's going to be in the theaters again. Yeah, he's doing a new movie. November something. It comes out in November. So, yeah.
Whoosh, dude.
Yep.
So what, the Godzilla, whatever he did, but the continuation story?
Follow up to that, yeah. So this one's called -0. So the last one was -1. This is -0, and then I think he's probably gonna. I don't know if they're gonna, if it's successful, if he's gonna kind of do an original, a take on the original again. I'm not sure if that's in the plans, but he's definitely doing this other follow up. And the teaser trailer, it's like 45 seconds long or whatever. Super cool. Like gives you some good insight into what's gonna happen.
When is Shaolin Cowboy coming out? Do you know?
Soon. I don't know when.
Forgot the name of that website. Anyway, I'll do research. Do you know? Can you check? Can you check? Share with us. Oh my god, I'm hot. Heat waves suck ass. 100 Fahrenheit for you Americans today was
100 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, I do 30. It was it's funny. In the morning it was, oh yeah, it's 25 degrees, but it feels like 28. I was like, excuse me?
Yeah, right.
28. Honestly, I anybody, whoever you are from whatever ever countries, come to UK when it's heat wave, you'll cry your socks off. You'll say, what the heck is going on here? Because honestly, I've never experienced heat like this country does. It is absolutely mind escapes you. Like, how can it be that hot? I mean, it's hot already. Can't you not do it? It's like, so it's ridiculous. I heard everybody who comes from other countries comes to in summer here when it's heat wave, and they say, I don't know what the heck to do with myself, because the heat is just like there. Dude,
116 in the summer. Yeah, no, that's fucking bonkers. You guys aren't right. That's no good.
Terrence would melt like a snowman in there.
Oh yeah, no, there's no way. It gets to it'll get up to +40 here in the summer. I can't deal with it.
Is that what you're doing? Okay. When is it coming? July
1st, 2026.
Oh, so 1 more month to wait, yes?
Yep.
Cool. I can't wait.
6'7".
Oh, no.
Yeah, so that comes
Stop.
out then, and then Corbin is out this week actually.
No.
The new Corbin is out this week, I'm pretty sure.
I can't do that. Corbin.
What do you mean you can't do it? It's gonna be the best, one of the best
Oh, wait.
ones.
Are you showing to us as well?
May
Okay.
26th. Oh yeah, I've still
Go
got it
up,
going.
go up. There.
There you go, May 26th.
May 26th.
So yeah, a couple more days.
Dude, stop it with those stuff. Stop it.
No way, man. Look at this shit.
I know, it's beautiful.
Look at it.
Oh my god, that's actually really nice.
Whoops.
Oh, okay. Too much. Okay, I know you
Oh my
want to show
God.
the nipple, but you don't need to go for
Yeah.
it.
Gotta show the nipple.
Oh, where is it?
Anyway,
Oh,
I don't know what's going on with that, but there you go. That's I
Yeah.
can't wait.
Mm.
Cannot wait.
Anyway,
Book number what? Book number 11 in the Corbin series, I think. So
already? Jeez.
yeah, and Jose Villarubia said many more to come because I follow him and I also follow a Richard Corbin thing on Facebook, a group on Facebook, and Villarubia comments on it on a regular basis. So somebody said they can't wait for this book, the next in a line, and he's like the next of many. So I guess they've got things are going well enough that they're keeping on, which is
I'm
exciting.
glad. I'm really pleased
So
with
am I.
that. It's very good to hear that they have this going and they continuously, like there's people buying and enjoying
Mhm.
and stuff. Very important. Anyway, okay. So is that anything else to add, Mister? Do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, no,
Go read comics.
nothing else
Right?
to add. Nothing that's productive.
Yeah. Just go read comics. Heat
Yeah,
wave,
exactly.
toilet break, lunch
Yep.
break, whatever. Just go read comics, right?
And Dan, definitely go visit that guy's house, man. We need to
watching.
see.
Yes.
We need to watch.
We want to spy on Stan Sakai, please. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Bye bye. And on that notes, thank you very much for tuning up. Hey, very nice. Paulo Costa, Dan, Damien, Dan. Anyway,
420.
420.
Donald
yeah.
Rex.
Donald Rex. There you go. We know who you are, eh?
Mhm.
Anyway, ciao ciao.
Later.
Hopefully see you next week. Bye.